Hi, it's me, the Gen X autistic software developer with depression and anxiety, but some call me Tim. I was browsing Reddit today and I see this meme. It's on the r/me IRL, and it says, when somebody asks what my hobbies are and everything I say starts with I used to, and man, does that hit home. Because I don't really have any hobbies anymore. I used to have hobbies. I used to have a lot of hobbies. I've had a lot of hobbies in the past. When I was a tiny child, I saw Doug Henning and David Copperfield on their TV specials, and that's it. I wanted to be a magician. And then I just got books and bought props and coins, cards, cups and balls, like you name it. Rope, handkerchiefs. I put on magic shows as a kid. I did a magic show for my junior high and got up and performed like a 20-minute, like it wasn't like a trick. Like I did a whole freaking show. And, there's probably only a handful of people that would remember this. And they'll never see the video probably, but long ago there was a place called Camp Fox, and this was in the 80s. And I did magic show, at Camp Fox, and I did a lot. I mean, I choreographed music. It was crazy. I did. It was nuts. But it was very stressful for me, and I ended up not enjoying camp that year because I was so stressed about doing the show. And so I didn't do it again because that was my anxiety kicking in, and I didn't realize, But then I got into music, played the piano obsessively for a long time. That pretty much captured my attention. Between that and D&D, and then long after the music went its way, I learned how to program because I was not going to be in the military anymore, and so I wasn't going to be a musician. Definitely not going to be a famous musician. I'd figured that one out. So I learned to code, and I obsessed about that for quite a while. Then I discovered Guitar Hero for that brief, 6 months or a year. That's all I did. It was Guitar Hero 3, had it on the Wii. And I beat everything on Expert except the last few songs. And I beat Slash on Expert. That was hard. I could never finish it. But man, I obsessed about that. And then after that became poker. Texas Hold'em, there was the whole poker boom and exploded, and all of a sudden all the, Poker Stars and Full Tilt and all that. I did that for quite a while until the government shut it down Black Friday. And they took all the sites off. We still haven't recovered. I would love there to be online poker for everybody in the States, but such is life. And then after that, I discovered a game called League of Legends. I was listening to some nerdy podcasts one day and driving to work, and they mentioned MOBAs. I'm like, I don't know what a MOBA is. This was like 2015. I think it was season 5 of League. Like it hadn't been that long. League's pretty old now, but it really wasn't back then. But yeah, they said it's a MOBA, multi-online battle arena, and the game is free. And so I said, it's free? What? Okay, well, I'll give it a try. Oh, that was a mistake. I lost years of my life to that stupid game. And I'm terrible at it. So, no, you want to know my rank? It's bronze. It's probably iron now. I mean, I don't play, but I played ranked as soon as I hit level 30 with no idea what I was doing. And I was literally like the worst player in North America. And then I just couldn't escape it. And because I get so frustrated and angry with people, I'm not able to climb. So I've just quit. And here we are. So that, if you watched my previous video talking about obsessions, and how I miss them, those were all my obsessions. When League of Legends died, I don't have another obsession. I don't know if I ever will. I enjoyed all of them. I loved being entertainment director. I loved all my hobbies and everything. And I would absolutely love to have a new hobby, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'll be surprised if I ever get sucked into anything again like I did those things. Because of the depression medication, it just kind of makes me blah. I'm just mid. I'm just sort of numb. Nothing really excites me anymore. Like I used to get excited about Christmas. I used to get excited about going to Disney. Like really excited. Going to the movie. I would be like a 12-year-old kid just vibrating and like, oh my God, I can't sleep. Right. And that's all gone. I don't feel anymore those things. Makes me kind of sad. But yes, what are my hobbies? I would love to find another obsession. I've been trying, I've tried a bunch of things now. I tried to write a novel. I tried two. I hand wrote 250 pages of two different novels, and it just didn't go anywhere. I feel like typing wasn't doing it, and handwriting just seemed like it came out more, but it didn't work. It was nothing I could use. I did write a programming book, but that didn't sell very much. I've tried to do games. I've made a bunch of terrible games that nobody's ever going to see because they just kind of biddled out. And now, I'm doing YouTube. This is my creative outlet. This is the thing that I'm doing that keeps me feeling creative. This is kind of the performance thing that I need. I need a performance thing. Like I need to learn. I'm always learning new things, but I also need to perform. I've been doing acting. I acted when I was a little kid. And I was always on stage doing magic, doing music, right? I was always performing, and then I became a programmer and I stopped. And so I'm doing this now to kind of capture that back. I like the performing. I like being in front of people or being on stage or just, being the center of attention. I feel like it's okay. My autistic is fine when I'm like entertaining people. I don't know. Also, can I just say on a completely unrelated note before we go, I don't record all of these in the same day, but you would think I do because I'm always wearing a blue shirt, which I've noticed I have a lot of blue shirts. They're different. This one says, let's see, are you muted? Well, it's hard to see. Are you muted? Yeah, that was a COVID shirt. I would just stand up and point in meetings because, people don't know how to turn their mics on. But yeah, I have a lot of blue shirts. So if you're thinking, this guy's doing all his videos in one day, I'm not. I do 2 or 3 sometimes not. But just because it's a blue shirt like this one doesn't mean I'm doing them in a row. It's just, I have so many blue shirts. It's interesting. All right. Well, that piece of fashion advice out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do the things for the algorithm. And until next time, peace.